Then there were four. We are now at the semifinals in the Euros, and I'm back again to break down both of the games and give you my prediction who I have advancing to the final. And so let's jump right into it, starting with Spain versus France. Now, Spain has been the most dominant team this entire tournament. They still have not lost a game, and they continue to look really good. They had a very close game against Germany in the last one, and I think they're going to be ready to go. The issue that Spain has, there's going to be no Carvajal on the right. And so replacing Carvajal, who's somebody who's experienced and who's a winner, playing for Real Madrid, winning all these Champions Leagues, and having the experience, just dominating that, I think it's going to hurt them twofold. The issue is defensively, on the right side, that is where Kylian Mbappe is going to be attacking. As a left wing, as a striker, he likes to go on the left, and that would be where Carvajal would be. And so Spain's going to have that issue there. Carvajal has also helped a lot with Lamine Yamal and what Lamine Yamal has brought to Spain. The link-up play, the overlapping and stuff that Carvajal's been doing, missing that's going to be a really big miss for Spain in this one. And so I think that's an opportunity for France to really take advantage of that and maybe even overload the left-hand side a lot. And I think that's going to be really difficult for Spain to overcome that. Normand for Spain is also going to be out of this one, but Nacho will be replacing him. And so I don't expect that to change too much. I think Nacho is a really good replacement. If anything, I actually think he's been better this tournament than Normand. But I don't think that's a big miss for them, for Spain. What I would expect, and the key to success for Spain to win this game, is Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal to have a really big game. I think Yamal I'm a little worried about because of the Carvajal not being their factor, but Nico Williams has to continue the trajectory that he's had this tournament so far. And I think he can 100% do that. And he's one of my biggest X factors in this game. I think him... And if you can get another brilliant performance out of Dani Olmo, like what Dani Olmo did in the quarterfinals, I think that's going to be really big. I don't expect that to happen, but no Pedri. Olmo might have to play a lot more. Not sure if they would replace him with a different sub or something like that, but that's going to be a really big key too. When we look over at France, like I said, Mbappe has to play the best game of this entire tournament. And he's really struggled, honestly. If you really look at how he's done, since he broke his nose, he struggled a lot. And I'm not sure if it's because of vision, because of pain, combination of the both, or he's just tired of being out there. I mean, he got subbed off in penalties, right before penalties against Portugal the other day. And that's not something that we would be expecting from Mbappe. So his vision must have been really messed up, or he was exhausted, or combination of both. Mbappe needs to take advantage of Carvajal not being there. Jesus Navas is going to be the replacement, I would guess, and he's 38 years old. So you're telling me that Mbappe is going up against Jesus Navas, a 38-year-old. This should be easy pickings. I'm going to be assuming Olmo's going to be helping back, and then Lamine Yamal is going to be trailing back too. But Mbappe has a real opportunity to take advantage of this. I think another key to this game, and this is definitely not something I thought I'd be talking about, is Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele looked fantastic when he came on a sub against Portugal. Did he get a goal? No, but he was one of the most, just scariest players on the pitch for France. And if that's in Dembele that's coming out, I would expect him to be, just dominant and really attacking. He's going to be going up against like Cucurella on the side. Cucurella is pretty good. He's had a good tournament so far, but Dembele can really work it there, and I think he has a real opportunity to get a lot of chances and possibly even score in this game too. So Dembele 100% needs to start in this one to give France a really good attack, because I think this is going to be a really back and forth game. When we look at the midfield for France, I do not want to see Rabiot out there. I want to see Camavinga out there again. And the issue I do have, if you do a Camavinga, is you would have a midfield of Kanté, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga, which is 3 CDMs. I do not expect Griezmann to start this one. Griezmann has not done well this tournament so far, and I could see him coming on later in this game if they're looking for a goal, but I would not expect Griezmann to start this game. So when we look at both of these teams, I think this is going to be a really, really good matchup. I think better than the second one. I think this is going to be really back and forth. And this could go to extra time. If it does go to extra time, I would probably give the advantage to France if we go to penalties. But I don't think this one's going to happen. And so for my prediction, I'm going to go Spain winning this one and advancing to the finals and winning 2-1. We'll see what happens. Moving to the second semifinal, we have the Netherlands versus England. And England, coming into this tournament, we're the favorites. I've talked about it every single time. They should be here. But the way that they've done it has been very unconventional, how we thought they would be playing. England has not looked good. They have scraped by, but that can be the same said about France. And so you just find a way to win, and that's what England's doing so far. But when I look at their team, who scored for them? So Saka got the last goal. You have Bellingham who has 2 and Kane who has 2. Is somebody else going to step up and score for England? Or are you going to be reliant on one of those to start? The real person who really needs to step up for England to succeed and to win this game is Foden. Foden has looked awful so far this tournament, and he's going to continue to get the start for them, but he really needs to play a lot better. And if they're going to do the dual attacking mids with Bellingham and Foden, I need Foden to do a lot better than he's played so far. And that's just a lot of the shot opportunities he's had. They're just getting blocked, and he's not passing it as well. And so I think that England definitely has the talent to absolutely smoke the Netherlands in this one. But I really need to see Foden to step it up a lot, as well as Saka. I think Saka has actually been one of the better players so far for England. His stats probably wouldn't tell you that, but he's been dribbling really well against everybody, and he's just a really good attacking threat on the right side. And so I think Saka can create, and I think he might have some confidence going into this game because he did score the goal in the last one. So those are the two key factors for me when looking at this game. Moving over to the Netherlands, when you look at them, the biggest key factor is Cody Gakpo. He has 3 goals and 1 assist so far in this tournament, and he's really been the key to their success so far and really leading the charge for them. I think he really needs to continue what he's done already and continue to step up and continue to really own that left-hand side. I think he has a really good opportunity to do that in this one. It's weird because Gakpo's done really well in these tournaments, but when you look at what he's going to be going up against, he's going up against Walker in this one. And Walker has a lot of pace. He is older, but he's a physical right back. And so I think that might give Gakpo some challenge. I really need to see Xavi Simons show up in this one. And he's been pretty good so far this tournament. He has 2 assists so far, but I think he's going to have some opportunities to actually score in this. And so 2 key factors for me, Cody Gakpo and Xavi Simons. I think this is going to be a very tight game. I do not expect this to be very high scoring. If it is, I would say that would be the Netherlands scoring a lot. I think I've actually been pretty impressed so far with how England has done defensively in this tournament, not giving up a lot of goals. I think the most that they've done is 1 goal in each of the games. And so I think that this could be a really close one. I do see this one going all the way to at least extra time, if not penalties. And if it does go penalties, it's hard to go against a team that just went 5 for 5 in penalties. And that's why I will be going with England winning this game. It's going to be 1-1 at the end of extra time. And I have them winning it in penalties and advancing to the final. So those are my thoughts about the semifinals. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me. I'll be back again later this week to break down the final matchup and give a preview about that. And so if you like this Euro content, please consider subscribing. This is the place to be for all the Euro content. As well, if you're a Real Madrid fan, definitely consider subscribing. This is the place to be for all your Real Madrid content in English. And so, yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. This has been Daly with Daly FC. Cheers. Hala Madrid.